And so after a little bit of time of Pearl being, irrelevant. I mean, she's always been irrelevant to the MJ fan community, but to be irrelevant to her followers and her minions, here's all of a sudden all of this extra. I'll just leave it to you to be light, or to use light of a word. All this extra that's come about that she's involved in. And it's all, pin up bullshit to make her seem relevant again. The the jig is up for her and she knows it. So now out of the blue comes this O'Shea Jackson, who's mentioned that, he's been harassed by certain people in the fan base, and that he's going to put a stop to it and do live videos and so on and so forth. It's just the biggest crock of bullshit. And I guess she thinks that, people in the fan community are too, caught up in Michael Jackson to even believe to, have that pass as, valid information. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in the Jackson family is coming out with a defense on anything. The only family member that is frontal and vocal about, issues regarding Michael Jackson himself is Michael Jackson's nephew, Taj Jackson. And, he's, trying to, do this documentary to levitate and demolish the movie Leaving Neverland. And, my personal opinion about that is I don't think Taj should do a documentary because, first of all, it's not going to get picked up by mass media. But then again, making that film, it'll be up to us to, spread the information on social media, because that's how it will get put out. It'll be up to us. And, we are so into stupid stuff that, we'd have to be committed and dedicated into getting it out. And I think it's a possibility, but, I don't want to get too far off into that. This is about Pearl and what Pearl is doing to make herself relevant to her following now. Because she's never been part of the fan base. She's never been part of the fan community. So, that in itself speaks volumes when, you trying to get through to the fan base and we see you for the bullshit that you're about, but I digress. And so this O'Shea character who states that, they're relative to the Jackson clan and has exposed himself around Jackson family members, which is totally dangerous, if you ask me, is now in a position to give Pearl an interview as if she is a celebrity. Now, let me tell you what Pearl did not too long ago. Well, I said about a year ago. She actually went on social media and went on this internet radio show as if it was, a reputable, followed, and said that she talks to Michael Jackson and Michael Jackson was still alive. And wait a minute. She actually said that Michael Jackson was going to call into this show that night. Right? So, the radio show was a call-in radio show too. The host was actually putting out the phone number for people to call in. So, I guess the excitement, drew about, the radio show, and they they pumped it up. They hyped it. Pearl and the host of the show, they hyped it up. And it got to a point to where when he answered the first phone call, he thought the first phone call would be Michael Jackson. Now, he didn't have an assistant, vetting the phone calls. So when he answered the first phone call with him thinking that he was getting ready to talk to Michael Jackson, the phone call was me. And, I'm petty like that, right? So I said, hello, in this voice that you listening to now. I didn't try to mask my voice to sound like Michael Jackson. I was like, hello, I am Michael Jackson. And all hell broke loose on that show. He ended up hanging up on me, but Pearl went in defense mode and said who I was because she knows me. She knows I know what she doing is bullshit, and she knows that I'm out to stop it. So she went into full defense mode, and boy, you talking about something that was hilarious. Oh my goodness. That's totally hilarious. That shit. That when he answered the phone, thinking that he was finna be talking to the Michael Jackson, who had been dead, who had been dead all these years, and done came back. And can you imagine what it would feel like to answer the phone and I'm on the other line? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But, God bless that woman, man. Because she's, over these years, she's provided a lot of entertainment, to the fan base, albeit bullshit. But, that's just the character that she is. You know what I'm saying? And she lives on the fact that, she believes Michael Jackson is alive, and she's willing to go to extremes to prove to those who will believe the shit that, he's alive. And it's a sad state of affairs because a lot of people in the fan base, a lot of people that loved Michael Jackson, they still grip with the loss. They still deal with the loss. And, albeit, Michael Jackson was unknown to the majority of the fan base, people had that divine connection to him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's right, to capitalize off, people's grief. I really don't. And that's why I'm here. It's why I'm doing these podcasts for one. And, putting myself in the forefront, to go at this woman. Now, I'm here in L.A., and she's here in L.A., and, time and time again, I've offered to sit down and have a decent conversation with her. As petty as I am, I can have a logical, conversation to see why she does what she does. But see, here's the thing. She won't come to a forum, or a platform to speak on why she does what she does, because she knows what it's about. It's about capitalization off a dead celebrity's name. Where was she at when this man was going through what he was going through before 2005? This is not nothing new. Things that were going on, things that were going on in Michael Jackson's life. It's not nothing new. You understand? But she was dead set on capitalizing after Michael's untimely passing, to where it became a full-fledged onslaught of going after that dollar when she found out there was somebody who sounded like him and could draw an audience. And she went after him. And whatever happened, in the midst between Michael Jackson's Neverland Kingdom and the start of Jackson's empire to where they at now, it happened between those two, and they actually built up an agenda. Now, there's, also some things that's in the works and to stopping, this Bobby Anderson cat and doing what he's doing. And, I would like to have a conversation with him too, to see why he does what he does, because he's another one. He's somebody that has never been seen, has done, only following he has is an internet following, and he's not engaged with his listeners and his followers, Now he's actually claimed, to be Michael Jackson at some point, but he got off that kick and went, when his ass was found out, he got off that kick and then, did some other things, but he still acts as if and portrays the sound, the voice of Michael Jackson. So, and he has no connection, no connection to his following. Nobody could talk to him. Nobody could get in contact with him. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about the dollar with him too. And I'll do a podcast, a different podcast about him later, to go into detail about who he is. But it's all drummed up and it's all situated into them capitalizing off this dead celebrity's name. So in that mode, I'm just the one who is here to stop the debauchery and to keep this man's legacy, whole, keep this man's legacy alive in his absence, because we all know he's not here. And getting back over to Pearl, she's done enough. She's done too much. She's done way too much. And, it's not damaging to the fan community, it's just annoying as hell. I can't put it in words how annoying she is to this fan base. She pops up with these, ignorant ass videos on YouTube, and it's just one lie after another one. And, she calls them clues. But who validates these clues? Nobody validates these clues, And she believes this stuff. She wholeheartedly believes this stuff. And we are moonwalkers, and we will defend this man from head to toe, and we will defend his legacy in his absence. He doesn't deserve it. His children doesn't deserve it, and his family doesn't deserve it. So why are we as moonwalkers allowing this to happen? This is the reason why I come to you with this podcast, to give you some information, and to soak it in, and to help come up with solutions to rid this, virus of a woman in this fan base. And so with that said, I'm going to end with this. Neverland is physically not here anymore. But Michael Jackson created Neverland to live within our hearts. And we continue to spread that, what Michael Jackson created, and LOVE. Until next time, I want y'all to take care of each other. And tell somebody you love them. That's the way we keep Michael Jackson's legacy alive. We are moonwalkers. United. I am Stefan. Y'all take care of yourselves. I love you more. So long.